Hello everyone! For this video, we're going to be talking about the latest episode of Beyblade vs. GT, which is episode 49. If you were wondering how I watch these episodes, I use a VPN. And really, that's it. I use a VPN. I use whatever the VPNs I've been saying that I use. After that, I go to Beyblade.jp, watch on the Koro thing, and yeah, that's it. That's it. You know, let's talk about the episode, because the episode was actually awesome. So like I've been saying in the previous review, I said this episode would have a lot of Sakugan? Just basically, like, it would have a lot of good animation in it. And it does deliver. We're going to talk about that after we're just going to do a lot of battles. And I'm going to leave off with a question that I do want to ask. So, before we continue, let's do a hashtag Dragon or hashtag Genesis, whichever side you are on. Doesn't matter what the anime has, what the manga says, whatever side you're on, comment that, and we're gonna get started. Okay, so this episode, I don't think, how can I voice how good this episode is? This is probably like, maybe like, at least like one of the best episodes in Beyblade Burst. I would even go to say maybe the best animated episode. Like, God, the storyboarding for this is crazy. The animation and the art are on point. Those are two different things. Animation, how something flows, art, how something looks. At the start, you see Gwyn glowing around, and then after Genesis appears, and then after, you know, he's like talking, then after you see like the actual like shadow of him being Genesis. So basically, they're trying to recap and saying, how can we beat the Mugen lock system with the armor on it? And Hamane is encouraging them, and it's so cool to see. And Arthur, I don't know why Arthur is getting so cocky, man, and that's why this guy, like, I thought he was cool. He just sucks. He keeps on losing to everybody. His literal debut, I think he's had like maybe two technical wins, 2-3 maybe actual wins. 4? Maybe 4? If you count Mane, I guess also 5. But it does because with the Big Bang armor. Alright, the battle begins. Drum's eye has the reflection of Gwyn. That is so cool to see. And then after Gwyn looks at Drum, and it's nothing. It's just, it's so cool. And you actually see like all this cool stuff, like the air and like this smoke coming out of it. And this one's like a really shot where Arthur is doing like the final crusher. And then after Delta's like, oh, you think you can win? You think you can beat me? And Arthur gets mad. He goes, and then at Delta, right? And then after they're both clashing, and Arthur gets a little bit too cocky. He tries to go for the hit, and Neobolos does the master upper. And then after Gwyn's like, no, even with the Big Bang armor, you still lost. Because then after my boy Drum, and look at the actual smears on those effects, does the push forward, yells Dragon, and he actually does like the ultimate breaker, I don't know, I'm just gonna call it the ultimate breaker, where he just like goes forward with all the hits and they're about to defeat Apocalypse. And Arthur's like, wow, I keep on losing. Maybe I shouldn't get cocky at whoever I'm going up against. And they're both going at it, and Genesis saves Apocalypse. And yeah, then after, look at this. Okay, it does Big Bang Slash, and even like the sound effects in this episode were on point, because you actually, it's so good for like a Beyblade episode, because like there's only like maybe like 3 episodes I can legitimately think of where it has good storyboarding, good animation, and everything. Like the last time I was actually this invested was Aiger versus Fire. So he's charging up his attack, a Big Bang Slash, and you actually see this amazing, I couldn't even catch everything. It was such eye candy the whole time, meaning it was just visually pleasing. Dragon's getting hit, or no, Dragon's about to get hit, I think, and then after he does the ignition boost, and he's going after Genesis, or so it thinks. So this is just an amazing shot too, because like even like in the battle itself, like it actually has amazing like hand-drawn like lightning and everything. And it looks so cool. And he goes after Apocalypse, and Apocalypse is like, ah. And then after Delta goes after him, and Apocalypse is done, over finished. Now Genesis is getting a little bit upset, and you see this really cool thing where Gwyn's starting to have a breakdown, where it's all the memories he has of Drum and everything up until this point, and they're starting to shift his equations. And he starts freaking out, and that was so cool. And then after at the end with like the lightning effects and everything, and Genesis going all out. And then after Drum was getting pushed back, but Diabolo saved him. And since Diabolo saved him, his Drum was being flown into the fire, Delta catched him, and it was so cool. And then after Delta powers up, and this is so cool. And they're both going out of Gold Turbo, and Delta does sacrifice himself. His Bay does not break, obviously. His Bay just loses by an over finish. They're both clashing. Drum is going all out, and you get this really awesome shot where he's going right at Queen, and he manages. Oh no, sorry, I'm getting way ahead of myself. Yeah, CD Bolos, that's what I meant. He's trying to reach out to Queen, and Queen just, you know what he does? Bro, he just slaps away his hand. He was trying to help him, because Drum's still his friend. And Genesis is done. The following episode, thank God they're doing this. I was going to be sad if they didn't. Amane gets the rematch with Arthur. I did think it was going to be Delta versus Arthur, but they're going to do Amane because they're like, this guy's fodder. All right, Amane, you get him. I think Amane already knows the weakness, so he's going to definitely just burst Apocalypse 100%. In the episode preview as well, he's calling out, I can't fault. I don't know. It's just so funny just seeing Aiger like, what is she talking about? This guy keeps on losing. Why does he want to challenge us? Apocalypse, I don't even care. Oh, actually, one thing I do want to say. Sorry. Okay, before we do the battles, I wanted to say this. In the episode, it actually does look like we might have similar quality to the episode we just had. So I'm expecting actually some stellar animation. I wouldn't say on par with this episode. Probably just be maybe just as good. But, yeah, no, that's it. Overall, this episode was amazing. Like, in some ways, it kind of redeems GT just on the fact of like teamwork alone, which both the anime and manga have themes from, that they kind of go till the end. So what I'm going to do now is do the battles kind of just pre-recorded just because I did actually use Gold Turbo Asura. Thank God I did, because guess what? That's the next episode. All right. Anyways, I like this episode. All right. Bye. All right. Now we're doing the battles. All right, so I got all these bays here, as we can see. Yeah, we're just gonna go at it. So since I have all these bays, we're gonna get started with the battles. So I figure what we're gonna do is, actually I need to make sure I have Genesis with me so we can really get the party started. But what I'm figuring to do is that I basically have all these bays, so what I'll do is I'll just do them in the order that I have them, and then after we'll throw in like Genesis for these battles. So it's like I'll have Genesis and I'll make it go up against all the bays we have there. So I have Union. You see, we did the Big Bang Slash. We did it. We did the Big Bang Slash. All right. Come on, Achilles. Ah, I see. Let's try that again. All right, Union, pretty much done. I mean, we got to do another session against Apocalypse. I just realized that. But next up. Slash is managing to pull off some crazy wins right now, as Genesis, dear God, Genesis is screaming out of agony. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. No, Valkyrie just really hit it hard, I guess. All right, that's it for Valkyrie. I still can't believe it took them that long to realize the weakness of Genesis, just pushing the armor and just hitting it on the tabs. God. All right, Ashura! Please! Ashura! Ah, yes, the power of Gold Turbo. I really do like how I lost there last second. I'm more proud of Astro right now, just at the fact that it was able to hold out this long. Okay, next up, what do we got? What do we got? Left Master it is. Come on. You gotta really like, you just gotta like really like the fact how Master just went at it against Genesis. You just gotta like it. I mean, it really didn't. Like, it barely did it. Well, come on, Delta. Don't make your sacrifice in vain. You always get these weird matches. You always get these weird matches. You always get them. All right, next up is going to be Imperial Liz. I'm just trying to wonder. I do realize how Imperial works with ignition and everything, how it's supposed to give it that boost. That was really crazy by Genesis. What I was trying to say was, I don't think I've ever actually seen in the anime it do the thing where, am I wrong, or when has Dragon actually ever done the thing where it goes like this, it actually goes the opposite direction, then it goes that direction? I have no idea if Dragon's ever done that. Anyways, we're gonna do our two final matches. It's going to be Master Dragon. Come on. All right, final battle. Oh wow, okay, that was quick. All right, fair enough. Hey, maybe, yeah, that's the question I'll leave off with for this, I guess, episode review. I was gonna ask if Dragon ever actually did the full thing with the ignition thing, but how about this? Would you like to see me do a battle with Master Dragon? I'll probably actually have just the regular Imperial trip versus Big Bang Apocalypse and Genesis. Huh? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. But that'll be it for now. So, thank you for watching.